What's up, everybody? It's Corey Lee. How's it going, dudes and dudettes, whatever, however you say that, I don't know. I just want to talk. You guys can just go for a walk with me. I'm gonna talk about why I'm even going on this walk. I'm on a busy street, so it might be a little hard to hear me, but you know, like when I edit photos and videos and I mean just office work in general, like a lot of times in order for me to really stay focused on my work and on the job I have in front of me, it really requires me to go on occasional long walks in the process. Just walks, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. In between every like 2 or 3 hours, I might take a 30-minute walk, might even be an hour walk. Because sometimes when you're looking at the same screen all day, it can really drive you nuts. But other than driving you nuts, that's not even really the most important part. The most important part is the fact that just looking around and being able to see different stuff and hear different sounds. I go back to my desk and I begin to appreciate the job that I'm doing all over again. Because like when I'm just constantly looking at it, I can start to feel a little irritated by it, and I find myself trying to get through it instead of just do it. You know what I mean? And like photography, video, I'm still trying to grow in my walk with being a filmmaker and things, or videographer and stuff. I'm still trying to grow in that walk. I do little odds and ends every now and then. I don't always post them and stuff like that, but I'm still growing in that walk and everything. And like, I appreciate the skill and the craft that God gave me. I asked him for it. I remember the day when I had that prayer and I asked God for something like that, and that's what I came across. And I appreciate God for bringing me to that path. And like, I have a lot of respect for the clients that I might work for, whether they're clients or just people I know who I'm doing something for. Like, I have a lot of respect for them, and I have a lot of respect for the position that I'm in. And in order to maintain that respect, and I have even more respect for the God who's able to make things happen, but in order to maintain that respect, sometimes I just need to step away, and when I come back to it, the colors look new again. Like, just imagine, being at a wedding for 9 or 10 hours and you looking at the same colors the whole way. How they might decorate a wedding a certain way and all your photos got that same color in it, the same people in it, the same DJ lighting, the same decorations. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you've already spent 9 and 10 hours there, and then you have to spend another 9 or 10 hours working on it, you start to be like, oh man, I cannot stop seeing green. And you just gotta go and take a walk and look at something else, so that way you can come back and be like, this is sweet. This is sweet. I like the way that looked. I like how this, and on top of that, while you're walking, you start, like your brain gets going, your blood gets flowing, and you start to actually have better ideas to bring to the table. Like, oh no, why was I even doing it like that? Maybe I should just move this ever so slightly. Whoop, got a masterpiece. And sometimes you would never come up with that if you just don't step back some. If you love something, don't hold on too tight to it. You know what I mean? Like, for real, like, if you love something, love it enough to not let it run you. Because if you let it run you, see, you are the master of your work. And your work is the servant. You can't let the servant be the master, or else everything is going to go all the way wrong. All the way wrong. You start getting lazy. You start to burn out. You start to get less and less creative. And you don't really want that for yourself all the time. It don't really matter what you do. Learn how to back away. Just back away. Like, I like this too much. I'm going to back away so that way I can continue liking it. But if I burn myself out all at one time, yeah, that might be it for me for about another week or two. Sometimes you just don't want that, man. Whew, man. I have no idea where I am. I'm not from this neighborhood. I might almost be in another city ever so slightly. I don't know. But I've been sitting in that chair since 9 o'clock, from like 9 to 12. I have a detail shop, and I spent the whole morning just updating the Facebook page and all of that. Then while I was at it, because I have a detail shop, and it's also, connected to a landscaping company, and the landscaping companies, who's actually on the building and stuff. A lot of times I do a lot of photo work for them, a lot of video work for them. While I'm already here, I may as well go out to a job site and sometimes, like, sometimes when I go out and do that, it's like a breath of fresh air, just going out to go shoot something instead of just being there always working on something. And I appreciate that. But the problem is, every time you go out to shoot something, you got something to bring back home to work on. So it's almost like a loop that you're in, just a loop, a constant loop of, oh yeah, I love it. Oh man, this is work. Oh yeah, I love it. Oh man, this is work. It's like what do you call that thing with the ball on one end and the three balls in the middle? Then the other ball slaps that ball, and I can't do my fingers like that, but I'm trying. It's like that ball slaps that ball, and they keep going back and forth all by themselves. That's kind of how it is. That first ball that slaps the middle balls, it's like, just going out to shoot something. That's that first ball. And then those middle balls are like getting your equipment set up and tore down, and getting all your photos and videos up on your hard drives, and then that last ball is like actually doing the work, and it's like it just keeps on slapping back and forth, slapping back and forth, slapping back and forth, and it's like I gotta do this work that can suck sometimes in order to get to the next thing that I actually enjoy, and it just keeps you in a loop. Oh, it's called a pendulum. That's what it's called. It's called a pendulum. I might be saying that wrong. I don't know. Pendulum. I'll figure that out later. Whew. Man, my arm hurting holding my phone up like that. It's crazy. Never noticed how weak I am. Nah, just playing. Whew. man. Man, I'm so grateful for my slow days, man, because my slow days allow me to just catch up with myself, you know. Every time I see myself just busting out work constantly, I just burn out. You don't want to burn out, man. I remember when I first started doing photography for business. It's a whole nother ball game from just doing photography because you like it, and man, you get so burnt out with business to where you just like, man, do I even have a passion for this anymore? And you don't want that to be you, because my dream of having a photography business, that has died at a point in time. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I let that dream die at a point in time. And in the process of that dream dying is when I remember, I first got saved and stuff, and God, he had to kind of sit me down, and I didn't really understand what he was sitting me down for. It's just that every time I went to go pick up my camera, I just felt convicted in my heart, like, man, maybe I should just, put this away, for a minute. And when it was time to get back to it, man, I got back to it with completely new eyes, a complete new mindset, just a whole new frame of mind. It was like I was living in Wonderland all over again. Sometimes you just need those moments to sit down, back away, so that you can continue to appreciate what it is you love. It's like that with my woman. It's like that with my kids. It's like that with her kids, which are still our kids. It's like that with everything. That's why you get 2 off days from work. Like, why you get a day off? So that way you can come back to work again. If you never get a day off, you ain't coming back. I promise you not. You're gonna burn out, hate it. You'll last a good month maybe, and you'll never be back. I mean, that's not why you get off days. You get off days because everybody needs a break. But if you didn't get off days, you wouldn't last that long on the job. You'd be like, man, what is my life? I'm just a robot. You don't want to be a robot. You want to take some time out to be a human being. You got stuff you like. You want to go get an ice cream. You want to ride your bike. You know what I like doing on my spare time? I like polishing metal, and I like working wood. That's what I really enjoy doing on my spare time. Especially Kirby vacuums. Man, I love restoring Kirby vacuums. Sometimes I gotta step away from detailing cars, and I gotta step away from taking photos for people and being at birthday parties for 5 hours and stuff, and everybody tapping you on the shoulder. Hey, my niece just showed up. She want a picture with the grandma, and I'm like, well, who's grandma? It works that way sometime, and if you don't just step back and just go and do stuff you like, man, you would never be able to appreciate the stuff you just love, But the one thing that I do love, that I'll never be able to take a break off of, because it really just can't work like that, is God, the Lord Jesus Christ himself, man. I find that every time I take a break from him, I get worse. So that's just one thing that, we can leave off the table as far as what I'm saying right now. Man, I wonder if I can make my way back to the office and just kind of wing it from here. I would like to just wing it from here, get to know the neighborhood. Because pretty soon I'm going to come out here and knock on some doors and hand out flyers and business cards. And, I want to see what kind of cars they drive and how well taken care of they are. Everybody whose car is well taken care of is probably more likely to want a detail service. But at the same time, if it was up to me, I would serve everybody, but I know I can't. So Oh man. Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm looking at some Jeeps, a couple Prius, you know. I mainly like doing trucks. Like, trucks is what I really like to go after. That's like my ideal client as far as my detail work goes. I don't know why, but like, people really appreciate a clean truck. I I have no idea why, but the majority of my compliments on my detail work usually involves a truck. Most small cars, I mean, those are cool, but I find my passion more in trucks, Jeeps especially, man. If I can just detail Jeeps for the rest of my life, I'd be fine with that. I would never touch another Cadillac, just Jeeps. That'll be sweet. That's on my list of things to buy. Jeep or a Canon C70, because I can get a used Jeep for around the price of a Canon C70 and all the attachments and things like that go with it. So got some real hard decisions to make there. I want to continue driving my Chevy Astro truck back and forth to work. I probably do. I like that car. But I don't know. Jeep Fest is coming up here in Toledo. That's on my list. Jeep Fest, packing up all the kids, as many as we can fit. And man, we've got a lot of them too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, mine and hers combined, it's like, uh-oh, you need like 3 jobs, bro. I got 3 jobs. I do. But it doesn't mean I work 3 jobs a day. And I don't even work 3 jobs a week. I might work 3 different jobs a month. Like spread across the month, but not like consistently back to back. Like, I'll probably be like, man, I work 2 jobs. I get off of one, go right to the other. It's not always like that with me, man. Man, God is good. The grass is green. The sky is cloudy. I love clouds, man. That's another thing I've been wanting to talk to y'all about. It's my love for clouds. Like, when I do photos and videos, I always try and find a way to incorporate the clouds, because it's something about clouds that are so attractive to me, and I know how to put them in that picture to make them attractive, period. I study clouds. I look for the days when I know it's gonna have some real cool clouds and be like, yeah, we can schedule your shoot that day. I do that on purpose. They'd be like, man, you got the clouds real nice. I'm like, yeah, that's because I waited until there were really nice clouds out. You always got to have that one thing you study, that people can know you for when they actually want to call you for something. Outdoor portraits. Oh man, we got to get the guy who know how to pop the greens and brighten up the clouds and darken up the dark part of the clouds and just kind of get that nice little dynamic range going. And other people just be like, I want something cute. Well, don't call me if you want something cute. I don't do cute stuff, because I don't know how to be cute. Like, I don't know. I'm a little rough around the edges as far as like my photos go. If you look at all my photos, none of them are like cute. Like, they're all like dramatic and dynamic, but if I knew how to do cute pictures, man, trust me, I'll have everybody calling me to take pictures of their baby, engagements, you know what I'm saying? But pets but I don't know, I just don't know how to be cute. It's not my thing. But other than that, I'm almost back at the office, and I'm kind of in traffic, and everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm talking to my phone, not looking at where I'm going. But hey, most people sit around talking to their phone all day, so why should I feel weird about it? I actually do feel weird about that. That's why I don't post a lot of videos. But, oh well, it is what it is. They'll probably never see me again, so hope you guys have a good day. I'm sorry I talked about everything in this video, but I just want to connect with my crowd and see who's out there, man, and everything like that. So y'all have a blessed day.